So the value of the production meeting, this is something that we feel is really important to the company culture of a company, is these weekly meetings. Maybe they're every other week depending on the company and format. For us, we typically try to do them twice a month, so they're every other week, and this way we can get our entire team there. Now, one thing as a company is we've spoken before in previous videos about the power and value of having core values, right? Understanding as a company what are things that are important to us as business owners, that we believe in as a brand, as a company, that we're trying to instill in our team, our employees, and that way we're delivering on the customer journey, right? There's a huge difference between customer experience and customer service, and we'll do another video about customer service and the customer journey, especially as it relates to construction. However, with core values, so we have our core values at AFT, a Finer Touch, and so we actually have 11 of them. And although, as we've grown as a company over time, it's really important that I have my philosophy, we'll call it, my idea of how, to communicate with clients and how to run a project, and how, the brand that we've created at AFT. As you hire every employee, it's not that it changes, but they have different perspectives, right? So the goal of core values is that these are not just posted on a plaque, they're not just on your website possibly, these are actually lived by everyone who's at the company. Everyone's accountable to them. And so what we found to be successful is not just to talk about them in each meeting, but every production meeting, as you'll see here from the video, we have one of our employees assigned a company value. So each of the employees is assigned a company value, one of the core values, and then they have to research and speak about it. They have to speak about how it applies to them personally, how it applies to us as a company, and how we can implement it with real world examples into our projects. And so a couple things happen from this. One, not everyone on our team gets to public speak. It can be pretty daunting standing there in front of 20 of your peers and speak. You may not be standing at like a pulpit or a platform, in front of a large group of people. However, all of us know when you're speaking in front of 20 people, it can be really challenging. And so one, it gives an opportunity for those leadership skills, public speaking and conducting a room and grabbing attention. So that's one aspect. Number two, anyone that's researched a topic. So when you hear something, like someone speaks to you, you may get a nugget out of it, and it really depends if you're not sidetracked, not thinking about something else, your mind's not going in different directions, which we all have other things we're stressed about and dealing with. And so when someone else is narrating, we may pick up a small portion. However, when you're presenting, it's actually ingrained, right? When you're presenting, you're preparing that for a week, you're gathering content. So you're doing, it becomes a lot more personal as you're researching something in preparation for presentation as opposed to just hearing it. So now each of these employees, they get the public speaking, it's ingraining that as they're researching that topic. And now by continually doing this every 2 weeks, those core values become refined, they become more important, they become, at the top of the list. Just like a sales funnel, if we're trying to sell, we always want to be at the top of someone's mind anytime they're thinking about purchasing our product or our service, and that's repetition, right? Same thing with core values. And so we found a lot of value that as you're thinking about core values and how to implement those in your company, use this time that you're speaking about core values. Have someone teach on it, and then that way it's not forgotten, it's not just something that's on a sign, and it will improve and increase your company culture.